Welcome to As Real as They Come, Dallas. My name is Yulia Brown. I'm here at the Duino Coffee in McKinney, Texas, and I would like to introduce the owner of this beautiful establishment, Hisham Bakr. So, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. I enjoy being here every morning. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody has to know that this place exists.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. And before we get into getting to know this beautiful place, let's get to know Hisham.
Sure. What would you like to know?
Are you guys native to Texas?
No, we moved to Texas from California roughly about 15 years ago. In fact, we have 3 kids. 1 was born in California. 2 were born right here in Dallas. So, but originally, or kind of our ethnic background is I was born in Egypt, and my wife is more of a mix as well. She was raised in Lebanon.
Wow. So, do you guys speak Persian?
No, we speak kind of a couple of dialects of Arabic.
Wow.
Yeah, mixed in with English and so many other languages.
It's a very rich culture mix.
Absolutely,
you guys
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Texas?
So initially, 15 years ago, it was I was transferred by my employer back then. I came in to manage an acquisition that we had made here in Dallas, and then we had a stint where we went back to California, and the writing was on the wall because another company brought me back to Dallas, and that's when we realized, okay, it's a sign. Let's stay here.
Wonderful. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm not a Texas native, but I certainly enjoy the culture, and my daughter is born here now, so I consider myself to be Texan. So I'm definitely happy to see you here. And when I came across your cafe, I was fascinated. Such rich culture, beautiful interior. What inspired you guys to open this?
So Duino Coffee took so many forms over the years, but really it was conceived when I was a junior at the University of San Francisco. I had this dream. It was really the early stages. I'm not that old, but it was the really early stages of kind of the third wave or the craft coffee shop wave, and I wanted to be part of that. I was really mesmerized by the culture of coffee, the ability of coffee to bring people together, the universality of coffee, and so kept dreaming of it. In fact, it was one of my graduation projects for my undergrad, and it was my capstone project for my MBA at Texas A&M. And then a couple of years ago, I said, now or never. Let's jump headfirst and realize this dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you definitely succeeded. I see
Thank
a
you.
lot of wonderful people, whether working, studying, or
Yeah.
just simply spending some time. I love bringing my mother here.
Yeah.
Having a little quality.
We love having you literally every day.
Literally.
Yeah.
You have to check, like, what's wrong? Yulia is not here. So, what is your specialty?
We make, first of all, we start with amazing coffee. Our coffee is roasted locally here by a micro roaster that literally makes our coffee 40 pounds at a time. And every single bean that we carry, and we have a variety of beans, every single bean that we serve is at most a week to 2 weeks old from the day that it was roasted. But beyond coffee, which is really our bread and butter, is we start with amazing coffee. We have amazing teas. We have at least 22, sometimes as many as 28 loose leaf teas. Most of our teas are organic. So there's really a variety of everything for everyone. What is unique to us as well is that we serve amazing food. Even though we're a true and true coffee shop, but we wanted also the quality to permeate through what we serve. And we make most, if not all, what we have on our menu from scratch. So we have amazing pesto that we make daily with fresh basil. We have amazing breakfast, one of which is a breakfast taco, and the salsa that comes on the side is made fresh every day with jalapenos and tomatoes and so on. All our sauces are made in-house, our soups are made in-house, which is very, very unique for a coffee shop. So we have a very focused menu, but what we serve is amazing.
But it's also very healthy. Like my
Definitely.
favorite one is avocado pesto toast.
Yep.
I absolutely love that creation.
And generally, even when you look at our drinks, we try not to load it up with flavors and sugars. So, for example, our pumpkin spice latte, which is one of our fall specials, we make it with actual pumpkin puree and spices, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and so on. And we don't load it up with sugar. We try to sweeten it with cinnamon and vanilla versus loading it with a lot of sugar. So we have literally a fraction of the sugar content of what the national brand PSLs would go for.
Wow, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
I was hesitant to try it because usually when you try it anywhere else, it's so overloaded with sugar that it's like a diabetes in the cup.
Absolutely, that's not the case at all. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, what is your favorite drink here on the menu?
Favorite drink? It's actually a favorite drink and the dearest to my heart as well. It's we're calling it the Lucky 13 Irish Chai.
Is that what you're drinking?
I'm actually drinking regular chai right now, but it's a what we call a dirty chai. It's a chai tea with an espresso shot, and then we add Irish cream to it as well. And the reason why it's called Lucky 13 is because Duino Coffee recently received an award from multiple organizations right here in like the city of McKinney, the McKinney Chamber of Commerce, and so on. They came together and wanted to reward businesses, small businesses specifically, that were most resilient, most creative, and innovative in dealing with COVID. And we won that top honors in that award. So we thought. Yeah, so we thought we would come up with a drink that is unique to Duino Coffee, and it would be our way to celebrate that award, but also to pay back to the community. So we're paying back 25% of sales to a local organization here. It's called the Community Garden Kitchen, and so all 25% of the proceeds are going straight there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's inspirational, and thank you.
So it's an amazing drink, but it also has a great story, and it commemorates something. There you go.
Lucky 13 for sure.
We're keeping the tally now. It's pumpkin spice and Lucky 13.
Lucky 13.
Yeah.
I usually order my latte with almond milk. That's my personal favorite. Definitely. I love the little sunshine in the cup. You always get some sort of design that makes it even more exciting.
Absolutely.
So what are your plans for the future? Are you guys looking to expand, or are you going to stay?
Most certainly. In fact, right before COVID, we were actively looking for a second location. In fact, we were kind of shortlisting a couple of locations that we would go and potentially sign a letter of intent for. And then COVID hit, and we thought, let's slow down a little bit. Let's see what's going to pan out of all of this. But certainly, as soon as kind of the business environment stabilizes a little bit, we definitely plan on opening a second and potentially a third location as well. Our original business plan was to have 3 locations in 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you have any idea who should be anticipating?
Very roughly speaking, we're looking at kind of the very north part of Frisco, close to the 380. That's an area that is growing at an extremely rapid pace with the new PGA headquarters, the new UNT campus, and so on. And we would love to be somewhere around that area. And then
that would be very lucky.
That would be amazing. If we can get there, we're going to be so lucky as well to have these customers. And another rough area is kind of the traditional, Frisco, Plano, up or down Preston Road.
So tell me about your unique design. Mm-hmm. What inspired that? And I absolutely love the chandeliers. And
sure.
if I learned correctly, this one was made for your store.
Yes, it was custom made. You will definitely not find it sold anywhere. You might find 1 or 2 globes, but so this is actually paying homage to my grandmother, who was really the person who introduced me to coffee. I was raised by my grandma, and quite honestly, I never really needed an alarm clock because she would wake up really early in the morning, and by the time the coffee aroma kind of permeates through to my room, it usually meant that it was time for me to wake up. And the reason why it's a Turkish chandelier is, number one, because my grandmother is part Turkish, and because her favorite drink was a Turkish coffee, so that's what made. So I thought, my first location, my first Duino Coffee, we have to pay homage to really the person who really started it.
This is so special.
Yeah. And the ambiance in general, we're trying to create a hub for the community. We want to celebrate our diversity. We want a place that students can study. If you want to conduct business, there's workspaces everywhere. There is a quiet area in the coffee shop. There's some kind of secluded bench bar where you can work, where no one's interrupting. And so we've created really a corner for everyone. We have couches with really comfortable seats like the ones we're sitting on right now, where you can just strike an amazing conversation. And we have outdoor seating as well, a really nice, very intimate patio seating.
I'm really excited to see local coffee shops opening up because, of course, we've been treated with a lot of headquarters of corporation kind of places, but I love seeing that our community, our local businesses surviving and striving and making it happen.
Absolutely, and the local businesses is what drives and brings creativity to the community. We are ultimately the reflection of the community. We're really the community. I mean, think about it. So we're very active with all the school districts around us, all nonprofits. We participate in every opportunity that allows us to be part of the community that we serve. During the height of COVID, we were participating heavily in sending out food and drinks to local hospitals and local police stations and so on. We saw it as a great opportunity for us to kind of display what we stand for and who we are, and we are part of the McKinney North DFW kind of community.
So it's the family.
Yeah,
it's definitely the family. Speaking of the families, I remember coming by Halloween, and it was a full parking lot of celebration, and people and children were having so much fun.
Yeah, and that was our way also. I mean, there were some cities that advised against trick-or-treating, and we saw that as an opportunity to brainstorm an idea where we can create a way for kids to still celebrate Christmas this year in a safe way. So Duino Coffee, along with 3 other local businesses here, we came together and created a safe fall fest.
Nice.
And in doing so also, we invited other smaller businesses to set up pop-up shops to sell their items, because during COVID, every business of any size is hurting, but especially the smaller businesses are hurting the most. So we invited them, and we had everything from soap makers to artists to other kind of businesses from the area and so on. And it was a great gathering where kids were able to trick-or-treat in a safe environment, as well as local businesses were able to conduct their business and kind of display their brand.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I heard songs and music and a lot of children running around.
And it was 100% outdoors. We were, masks were strictly enforced. We had sanitizing stations available in every store and everywhere, really. So it was a really nice balanced approach to still having fun, but being responsible as well.
Yeah, you guys definitely brainstormed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you anticipating any celebration for Christmas?
We're brainstorming an idea that, it's with Christmas, you're limited because the weather is a little colder, so you can't do too much outdoors. But again, it's not going to limit our creativity. We're still kind of noodling a couple of ideas, which may also feature Santa in some way, since Santa's probably not going to be able to visit every home this year. So we'll see. Yeah.
Santa's on the COVID quarantine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty sad, but hopefully we'll come out of this.
Yeah.
And more businesses will be open, and we can celebrate this in a more open manner.
One thing that is for sure, we had an amazing Christmas tree last year, and what made it amazing is that the ornaments were decorated by our customers. And we partnered with a local nonprofit. This year we're going to continue our partnership with Community Garden Kitchen. And so customers can come in, purchase a blank ornament that they can decorate themselves and then hang it on our tree. And all proceeds 100% of the proceeds will benefit the Community Garden Kitchen organization as well. So it's a great way for the community to come together and serve a very worthy cause as well.
Creative. And when are you planning on starting that?
So literally the day after Thanksgiving, the tree is going to be up.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like to decorate some ornaments.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for having us at your beautiful location.
Thank you. Appreciate the
I'm
opportunity.
definitely wishing you guys to expand because we are blessed here in McKinney, but we would love to share the wealth, as you would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
And share the goodness and spread it around.
We can't wait. We can't wait to grow.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you, Hisham.
Thank you
so much.
We appreciate it.
Well, and thank you guys for watching as Real Estate Come Dallas here at Duino Coffee in McKinney, Texas. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Everything is welcome. Thank you.